So hello. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also support my small business at latricelimited.com. So today we are going to be talking about this high-speed rail system. Why America needs it, okay? As we know, I don't know if you guys have seen videos of high-speed rail systems. They're in different countries as well. Japan is famous for the bullet train. This thing is extremely fast, and they have like different kinds of luxuries in there as well. You know, you got the business class up here, you know, you kind of first class, but everything looks really good in there and it gets you to and fro. All right. So today I'm actually just going to be going back and forth, and we're going to be talking about what we have here and what other people have in their respective countries. All right. Obviously, y'all know we have our train system, the Amtrak. All right. So I actually have some stuff I'm going to be putting up on the screen, reading it out loud as well as I do. So it says the Amtrak operates a nationwide rail network serving more than 500 destinations in 46 states. District of Columbia and 3 Canadian provinces on more than 21,300 miles of routes. It's the nation's only high-speed intercity passenger rail provider. This is all that we have really is the Amtrak, okay? Which is not that fast, okay? Because it said the speeds that we have could go up to 150 miles per hour. Now you may be like, well, that's fast, y'all. That's really, really fast. My car don't even do that. That's fast. Let's see. All right. Because it also says, the U.S. needs a national program with roughly 20% new high-speed lines dedicated to, wait for it, 220 miles per hour. Okay. Because if you were to get it, and they're actually proposing one for, I think, 2030 or 2033 in California. That's what they're wanting to do over there. As you know, they're more progressive and everything. But you see that we have our trains that go up to 150. There's the new stuff will go up to 220. And you have Japan's whose their stuff could get higher than that. You got, Germany's whose their stuff is high. Everyone's stuff is higher than what we have. Okay. But we're supposed to be the richest country. Meanwhile, we can't even get good rail services. It's just really crazy when you think about it. But yeah, I mean, the benefit of having this, because people are like, well, I could just get on a plane. I could just do this. I could just do this. All right. Let's actually look at this little chart up here. Okay. You could read the stuff on the side, but it's talking about a distance of 7.5 hours. Okay. So let's say wherever you got to go is going to take 7.5 hours to drive there. All right. Now you get in a car, you're driving the full 7.5 hours. You can't just put it on autopilot unless you got like a Tesla or something, but you can't just put it on autopilot and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna just chill out. Yeah, this is not, no, you got to drive. You got to be vigilant. You got to really be paying attention. On the plane, that 7.5 could turn into a little under 4 hours, 3 hours and 55 minutes, as you see. But now there's a whole bunch of extra stuff that you're having to do with this. Okay. Landing, the TSA, you got to wait. You can't do this. When you're on a plane, you got to have travel size items. Okay. Can't be having, I think it's like 3.4, 3.2. Can't have anything more than that. Okay. It doesn't matter if the volume is not even filled up all the way. They'll turn that mess around and be like, no, you can't have that. When you are on a bullet train, that don't matter. When you're in your car, that doesn't matter either. But you also have these long waits, as we have been seeing. I did a video about this before. Why we don't have pilots, y'all. Why a lot of people are, that works in the transportation industry, aviation, why they're not there. I did a whole video on that. Okay. But you look at it and it's like you're seeing all these long waits. You got Delta canceling flights, keep people canceling over here, saying, okay, now we got to put your luggage over here. Now we got to do this. We can't have this many people. Hey, we got to do this. We got to change this. Y'all gonna have a longer wait line. I mean, goodness gracious, y'all having to arrive. You guys are having to arrive at an airport 3, 4, possibly even 5 hours. Be early just so you can wait in the line for 4 hours. That is insane. You wouldn't need to do that with this. The wait time is cut in half. Like, you just wouldn't have to do all that. And another thing is, it is cheaper. Let's say you got your gas. They did an estimate on here. Your gas would be $232. Okay. Got a plane ticket, $338. You get on this train, $76. You guys would be saving so much money if you were to just get on the train. And that is the beauty of it. And there's so many other things as well. When you get on here, they said that you could reconnect with your family, the cities, regions, different places that you want to go, create new housing, economic opportunities, / carbon emissions. Because now, instead of, and we've seen Los Angeles, and you got Texas that has the same problem, New York, you got all these people just crowded on the streets and just insane traffic. With this, you could put all of these people, not everybody, but a good chunk of these people on the trains, and then we could all get to wherever we gotta go. So it's like how you have like your city bus. If we could just get all the extra cars off of there, we could just put you on here and you could get to your destination quicker. So let's say, for example, you're one of the people who live, 2 cities over, and maybe it takes you, or 2 big cities over, and maybe it takes you 2 hours to get to work, an hour and a half to get to work. I know people who they say they commute 2 hours, an hour and a half. You get on here, that's cut down 15 minutes, 30 minutes. That is saving some significant time. So whatever it is that you have to do now is not being, being used of you just driving back and forth, going like this, like, okay, I gotta go. Now it's like, okay, this is only gonna take me 30 minutes. It's only, maybe 10 minutes away. Boom, 40 minutes taken out, of your 2-hour commute or whatever your commute would be, which is significant. If you want to go and hang out with your family, for example, let's say your family is in, 5 states over or something like that. Now you wouldn't have to be like, okay, let me go and take out this much time because I need this for traveling, and my plane ticket is $300-$400, and I got to do this. Oh, and I got to buy some travel size things over here, and I got to make sure I got my passport looking right. Oh, I got to make sure I do this. I got to make sure I do. You wouldn't have to do all of that. All of that wouldn't be necessary. You know what I mean? You could just get on here, and then boom, you're going right up there. And it's simple. It's simplified so much so. And I don't get why we don't just do that. All right. I have a list of different countries that do have the high speed rail. All right. So you have places like Austria, Belgium, China, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, which, like I told you, Japan, they got that bullet train, and people are like, woo! Like, you can see people's hair going like, like, this stuff is all the way back. It's like, oh wow, that thing is fast. Poland, Portugal, Russia, South Korea, Spain, Sweden, Taiwan, Turkey, the UK. I mean, there's so many different places that are utilizing this system. Why can't we just do it? People say, well, where are you gonna get the money from? And that's on another thing. But like I told you guys, Japan's thing is so freaking fast. Like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, people are like, where are you gonna get the money from? How you gonna do it? Right? Well, we have the money. What are we paying in taxes? Where are our tax money going? I mean, where's that going? Is it just, going into people's pockets, which I think is a huge thing, because that's what makes the most sense. Because if it wasn't, then we would have healthcare, universal healthcare. We would have our infrastructure taken care of. We have all this stuff, but we don't. Why is that? If you actually properly use our taxpayer dollars, not keeping people in prisons, because that's what also our money goes to, not keeping people in prisons. How about have some kind of rehabilitation program of some sort? How about also not giving almost all of our money to military? And then you have another thing where they're sending our money into the Ukraine. And they're like, okay, yeah, we got to help them. Let's send them a couple $1 billion again. And then we're going to bail out the big businesses with, printing $1 trillion a day, which happened during the pandemic. I mean, we're still in a pandemic. So we're having our money not being used properly. We're having our money being, sent over here to this country, sent to use this for military and this and that and that. We don't need to be using it for that. Why can't we just put it towards our rail system? Oh, because it's not a priority for you, because you fly private planes and all that, so it doesn't matter to you anyways. But that's the problem. Our money's not properly being used, and people always say, well, where you gonna get it from? Where? I just named it. You have to stop putting your money towards BS stuff, though. That's the main thing, and you have to be utilizing it for our certain things that are needed, and that is something that is just simply not happening. I also wanted to tell you guys about because one of the main things is like, okay, what if we did get this? All right, from, let's say, Chicago to New York, how long would that really take? Alex, you just blowing smoke up there. How long would that take? 10 hours, 12 hours? How long, right? Well, here we go. They said China's 220 mile per hour bullet train could do Chicago to New York in about 5 hours. Okay? You would be able to go from this place, Chicago, all the way up there to New York in 5 hours. Do you know what I can do? You know what I mean? You have people who take vacation. They have the nice little vacation time. What if they want to go from Chicago to New York or whatever other states they want to go to, and they are able to do it in 5 hours? That cuts travel time, the headache, not having to go through TSA, not having to spend a whole bunch of money on gas. And it's also not that expensive either, which is one of the, that's one of the greatest things about it. You have a significant amount of people who do want to use it. I was just looking at something and it was saying like 63% of Americans do want to use something like this. They do want that, because now I don't have to wait in lines. Now I don't have to worry like, oh man, there's pilot shortages, and I don't have to worry about that. It's a nice, safe way. Now people may be like, oh well, things derail. Well, planes crash too. Okay, cars crash as well. So there's always going to be a problem no matter what kind of transportation, just because, errors. If you're on the road, as we see how many car crashes happen every year, every day, really. But yeah, I'm going to put up some little factoids and whatnot about how many people actually fly up here. And I also want to tell you about how I mentioned earlier what California and how their rail system is, or they're wanting it to be anyways, and how many people could possibly get on there. So it says each train will be up to 1,300 feet long and capable of carrying 1,300 passengers, which is huge. Okay, if you're able to do that, you know how many people could get back and forth like this. We're talking about climate change. We're talking about carbon emissions. Let's try to reduce some of that. Let's get all these cars off the road and let's get you on here. I know if they had this, I would be like, heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. I would definitely be like, yeah, I need to get on that. I need to get on that because I'm not playing any games, okay? If I could get here to here in 5 minutes, not 5 minutes, I wish, in 5 hours, if I could get from Chicago all the way over to New York in 5 hours, which is a trip I do want to do. Come on. Oh my goodness. And then I don't have to worry about getting sick while I'm in the air because of the motion and all that. Forget it, yo. But those are my thoughts. Do you think, or I guess my question would be, do you want a high-speed rail system? Are you interested in that? What places would you like to go to in 5 hours, or whatever the case may be? Let me know in the comments down below, and until then.